everybody involved, and some teams have that pure point guard, that quarterback with that kind of a mindset. Some teams don't. Right now, Damon Jones is in there, the closest thing to a point guard. I guess he's really LeBron James is probably the closest thing to a point guard the Cavs have on the floor right now.
You know, interestingly, Doc Rivers was asked about Kevin Garnett and his ability to be a coach, and he thought he'd be great, and Kevin's response was absolutely not. I'm not going there, but I think the person you see Kevin Garnett's coaching ability with, Glenn Big Baby Davis, because if you watch Boston practice, Kevin Garnett, Coach Garnett, is constantly in Big Baby's ear. Here's how we check this. Here's what you got to think about here.
Donyell Marshall, air ball from the corner. Run by the Nuggets to stretch the lead back out to 22. They have seemingly been in control all night long. Dwayne Jones got a piece of that shot. Iverson goes flying, trying to buy a call that he doesn't get. Now LeBron with his eyes on the rim. You can feel it. You can sense it when he wants to go to the rim, and nothing was going to deter him right there. He's got 30.
The great players have hyper-competitive drives, and you get the sense watching this guy, he's got that hyper-competitiveness.
He's known from very early tonight that he would need to have a phenomenal night for his team to win this game with all the injuries they've got. The problem for him, well, there are two problems for him. One of them's named Carmelo Anthony, and the other one's named Allen Iverson.
That's their 19th perimeter jump shot, and that just gives you an indication of how poor defensively Cleveland has been.
Anthony and Iverson average 53 points per game between them. They've combined for 49 already here tonight with a quarter still to go. And another lost possession for the Cavs. Anthony setting the screen. Now taking advantage of the mismatch on Devin Brown. The help comes. The extra pass. Camby with a jumper.
Boy, I tell you, it takes some time for him to get into his motion, but that's not a shot he can't hit.
Nope.
It's a funky sort of, it comes over the top of his head, but he makes shots with regularity.
Big night for him. 8 points, 15 rebounds, and a couple of blocks. Another turnover. Iverson on LeBron. The trailer is Anthony. The feed to Kleza, and he'll shoot a couple. And right now, this is a layup drill pretty much for the Denver Nuggets.
27, Dwayne Jones, his first.
Foul on Dwayne Jones. Coming up behind us, our NBA coverage continues here on ESPN. It'll be Washington out in Phoenix, taking on the Suns. Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire, and company with Shaq on the bench, hoping to get it going, hoping to become active for the Suns within a few days.
I think if you're the Suns, you clearly hate to give up some of the things that Sean Marion gives you, the deflections he provided on the defensive end, but you still get a presence defensively. It's just a different type of presence.
Yes. And there'll be two different teams. Shaq on the floor, Shaq off the floor. Do they speed up? Do they slow down? How does he fit in? It's probably the question that people want answered more than any other in the league right now. Will he fit in? Will it improve the Suns? The Cavs turn it over again. A dubious end to a dismal third quarter for the home team here in Cleveland. The Nuggets are crushing Cleveland right now. LeBron's got no help. 4 injured players, and it's all Denver leading the Cavs by 26 at the end of 3.
Coach, you talked about energy at halftime. What did you think in that quarter?
We didn't play with energy at all. The score should be what it is right now. We're playing awful. We deserve to get our behinds kicked. Hopefully we can come out and play hard for the last 12 minutes and not turn the ball over.
How do you make something useful out of this last 12 minutes?
Just playing hard. Just playing hard. Whoever's on the floor, just try to play hard. Don't give in to their pressure. Don't give in to the score. And that's what we've done. We've given into the pressure. We've given into the score. And it's almost like we want people to feel sorry for us. And right now, nobody going to feel sorry for us.
Thanks, Coach.
Doris, two very honest answers from Coach Mike Brown. LeBron is on the bench right now. Shannon Brown comes in. He's not sugarcoating this at all. This has been ugly for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
You know who that sounds like to me? Greg Popovich.
That's right.
That is the kind of answer you would get from Greg Popovich right there. No joking around. Let's lay it on the line, folks.
Well, here's what's between now and the All-Star break for the Cavs. They'll see Greg Popovich Wednesday here, but tomorrow night, Cleveland is at Orlando. That's not an easy game, obviously. And an injury-depleted team may be good and maybe Gibson tomorrow night, but definitely no Varejao, definitely no Pavlovich. As J.R. Smith knocks down another one. That's his 4th 3 of this game. But right now, this surely does not appear to be a winnable game right now, but Coach Brown just wants some effort, maybe try to build on things for a better performance tomorrow. Devin Brown, Dwayne Jones, Donyell Marshall, Shannon Brown, and Damon Jones on the floor right now for Cleveland.
I'm going to go back to this. 25 assists for Denver, 24 field goals for Cleveland. Honestly, I'm not sure I can remember that ever happening in a game where you've got more assists from your opponent than you've got made baskets.
Denver's just getting things way too easily at the offensive end. They're a good offensive team, but Cleveland's making them look great tonight. Iverson driving and draws the foul on Damon Jones. On a team where sometimes people wonder, is one basketball enough? It has been tonight for Denver. They have shared the ball very nicely.
And their record looks good when they do so. 19 of 4 of their 25 or more assists. Well, what that means is your offense is working, the ball is moving, you're getting the defense moving.
Iverson, the kick to Kleza. Another wide open shot, and the follow for Smith. Wave it off. Basket interference, says Joey Crawford.
Yeah, and he makes the sign with his hands, Joey Crawford. It doesn't matter where it is above the cylinder. If it's in the cylinder, then you can't touch it. Ooh, I don't know about that.
No. That's a tough call to make, but that ball was not in the cylinder. And obviously, we get a great look at it on replay there, but J.R. Smith should have had those.
I can guarantee you this. I'm not going to argue with Joey Crawford.
No. And if J.R. Smith knows what's good for him, he won't either. Devin Brown drives and lays it in. That could be the rest of the night off for LeBron and some of the starters with a game in Orlando tomorrow night. Denver will finish up their schedule before the All-Star break at Miami and at Orlando.
Now, he'll stew about this. It's not something LeBron James gets over easy. And I mean that in a positive way, Dan, that stewing. I mean that somebody in Orlando might want to look out.
Right. Well, and if you're Mike Brown, you want to see somebody with a little anger, a little fight in him. And LeBron certainly had it, and he did everything he could tonight. But the supporting cast wasn't up to it. And again, the injuries have been a major factor here the last couple of games for the Cavs. They managed to get a win down in Atlanta, but they were outclassed pretty much from the get-go tonight by the Nuggets. Iverson now with 23 points, 12 assists, and no turnovers. What a great night.
Incredible at the pace they play. The number of times he pushes the basketball, the number of times this guy ventures into the paint, that he could go without turning it over.
And there may be nobody in the league who, when they get knocked down, and he gets knocked down, gets back up faster than Allen Iverson.
Right.
Shannon Brown out of Michigan State playing sparingly for the Cavaliers as Devin Brown drives in his foul. No relation between the two.
Fouls on the Nuggets, number 1, J.R. Smith, his second first-team foul this quarter. Devin Brown shooting 2 shots.
2 shots coming for Devin Brown. For Denver tonight, not only Allen Iverson, but Carmelo Anthony has had a big night. Remember, he was out a few games with an ankle injury. Since he has come back, look at the production, including a career-high 49 points Friday night against Washington.
And only one night was he less than 50% from the field. And remember, that's typically drawing the opponent's best perimeter defender.
Tonight, he drew Eric Snow. Mike Brown didn't want to put LeBron on him because it would expend too much energy and he wouldn't be able to do what he needed to do with the offensive end. And Denver picked it up probably about the second possession of the game, Doris, and they really went to work on it.
Went right to the box.
Yeah. Kleza fading away, 2 more. He's their 3rd leading scorer. Wizards and Suns next tonight here on ESPN. Shannon Brown, a very athletic young player, trying to find his way into the Cleveland rotation, has not been able to get many minutes. Iverson the other way, off to Nahara. Camby. Devin Brown with another rebound. Devin Brown is getting some quality minutes in tonight for the Cavs. The finger roll not there for him at the other end. Donyell Marshall, yes.
Can I make a point about Marcus Camby and his jump shot?